Hey, welcome to another episode of The Rob Report. I'm your host, Robert Bob TV Brown. Before we get into the segment, by the end of this video, I want you to do a few things for me. First of all, if you like the video, hit the like button. Please do. If you don't like it, hit unlike. It's okay. Make sure you are subscribed to this channel. Sometimes, as Jimmy Dole would say, you find yourself unsubscribed and you need to make sure that you subscribe to this channel. Hit the notification bell right next to it so you can be notified when a new video is being dropped. Whoop, there it is. And more importantly, the super chat will be on for this segment. So if you want to donate toward the efforts of Bob TV, that's freely up to you. I do have a job, but any amount will help toward the growth of this channel. And more important, let us help you help us by introducing you to a program. There's a link down below that says Equal Justice for All. You're going to click that video link and there's some educational tutorial about a phenomenal program in America that is really making equal justice a reality for every citizen. So this program is phenomenal. The proceeds from you participating in the program will go back, 10% will go back into the Bob TV YouTube channel. So anyway, my name is Robert Brown with The Rob Report. Let's get into it.
Blue collar, white collar, black professors, white scholars, politicians, Dalai Lamas. Everybody in the whole wide world need hope if I be honest. I'm in that number.
Hey, good day. Welcome to another episode of Rob Report. I'm your host, Robert Bob TV Brown. How you doing today? Yep. One of the wickedest witches of Washington, D.C. is back running her mouth. She needs to just stay out of this. Go somewhere. Nobody wants you. Nobody want to hear from you. Nobody likes you, lady. I'm sorry. I like you like the love of God way, as, in the spirit. But for as a politician, you suck. Horrible. Get off. Don't nobody want to hear you. Except Nero Tandon, Robbie Mook, your little kids club. They love hearing from you. I want to go into an article that was recently done by this right-winger in red, this Republican, trying still to act like she's the queen of Democrats, the Guardian. Trump has proved himself unwilling to defend our nation as it happened. So she's going to come up here to try to scald Trump in defending our nation. No, Trump is just careful about using our nation to do things that benefit you. I'm not going to say he's not unwilling to defend our nation. Matter of fact, he's willing to offend nations. So if he's willing to offend nations, he's probably willing to defend the nation. I don't know, but he's definitely willing to offend nations. You're willing to so-called defend nations by offending nations, because that's all you did, Hillary Clinton. All you talked about was Iraq. You messed that up. You really pimped out Obama and messed up Libya, and then you want to do that to Syria. But let me go into the story. All right, it said Hillary Clinton sounded off on the Mueller report, saying that it documents a serious crime against the people. In an op-ed for the Washington Post, she talked about the national risk at play and how unless he had held accountable, the president may show even more disregard for the laws of the land and the obligation to his office. First of all, the bottom line is you was not cheated out of winning the election. Unfortunately, even though you got more votes than Trump, this is an electoral effort. The Electoral College, as we all know, determines who's president. You don't like it? Get rid of it. Go to ranked choice voting. That's the best solution to fix this, and go back to paper ballots. But the bottom line, Hillary, is he was cleared of that case, young lady. Look at this thing, man. If she don't, man, if then, man, Beelzebub, Lucifer. Look at them eyes, man. If that lady don't creep you out, man, and this is what we wanted for president, she thinks she's better than Trump. Both of them are horrible. That's why I didn't vote for neither one of them, and that's why I voted green. She got the nerves to put her mouth on the Mueller report. The report says there's no Russian collusion. You thought it was going to be, but it wasn't. You didn't really think it was going to be no Russian collusion. You were hoping they fabricated on Trump. You came up with this mess with Robbie Mook, Naritanen, and John Podesta. Or is it Molester? I don't know. You came up with this stuff. And you're going to put your mouth on it. The only thing the Mueller report is saying that Trump probably did pressure some people to not continue to go forth. But the bottom line is, from what I've seen, the things he wanted to do, he knew better to do it. Look, sometimes I want to go out and, sometimes I get hungry. I don't want to spend my money for some steak. If I was the old Robert back in the day and still had the skills where I can go out there and pick up about 10 packs of steak and take it home and not spend my money, it would go across my mind. But because I don't want to go to jail, I ain't going to do it. So you guys act like a man can freely think of something, that if you think something, it is something. That's only spiritually speaking. As a man thinketh, so is he. That ain't law, baby. That's a principle by Wallace Waddle in the book, As a Man Thinketh. That is a principle in the Bible. As a man thinketh, so is he. But that ain't law, baby. That man could think about firing Comey. Matter of fact, he don't have to think about it. He had every right to fire Comey because of your butt. If I would have been president, I would have fired Comey day one. Day one. Because of you. Comey did not put you under oath, just like Mueller didn't put Trump on oath. These people, these punks, they get all punkified. They'll put me on oath. And if I say something wrong, they throw me in jail. But these so-called powerful, rich people, they don't want to put them on oath. Hillary wasn't put on an oath. Trump wasn't put on an oath. Matter of fact, Trump did his conversation through correspondence. And she actually met with the FBI leaders, but she wasn't put under oath. Because if she was put under oath, we would have found out how much she really lied about those emails. And if she would have lied about those emails under oath, she'd have been taken out of the election, or at least she should have been, by the DMC themselves. They should have been able to tell her to step down, but no, they couldn't tell her to step down because she was bankrolling the whole thing. They ran out of money, and she infused them with clean cash. They basically bought out the DNC and did whatever they want with it. And even with their cheating, even with their rigging, even with their buying at the DNC, they still lost a game show host, real estate mobster clown. Yeah, I call him that because I'm in New York. We know Trump. Most of America don't know Trump. They think they know Trump, but you don't know Trump. Come stay in New York for at least 5-10 years and get to know the real history of Trump. Come talk to the people who was robbed by Trump, cheated by Trump. Trump used his powerful muscles to shut them up and keep their voices quiet, like he's trying to do now. He's a crooked con artist, mob boss, and as he's always been like that, and he think he could do that with America. So like crooked con artists, mob boss do, they try to use intimidated factors. I got the power to get rid of Comey. And he did have the power to get rid of Comey, and he did. Was that obstruction of justice? By him saying, I like to have my loyal people? Yeah, that sound like obstruction of justice, but maybe he's just too dumb to understand that running the White House is a freedom effort. It's not like running your corporation where you demand loyalty. See, when you put a businessman in office who always think about himself and that everybody got to be loyal to him, what do you expect to happen in the White House? He expects to have loyalty in the White House, not understanding the White House is supposed to be the pillar of democracy. He expects all these organizations that he's supposed to be presiding over kisses up to him and answers to him. And until somebody tell him, he won't know that. But I'm quite sure his advisors told him that. And that's why half his staff gone, because they probably was telling him that. Because he suck as a president just as bad as Hillary Clinton suck as a candidate. Poor grandkids. Man, if I had a Hillary Clinton as my grandma, this power hungry, and it's starting to rub off on her daughter. We used to think Chelsea was so cute when she was young. Oh, Chelsea, look at that. Man, nah, she's a money hungry. She is her mama and daddy's child. An elitist who just get things because of her parents. She don't earn it. She don't work a real job. Let her go to McDonald's, flip burger. I mean, to me, all these politicians, man, if I was president, I would have a mandatory, even myself as president, I would have a mandatory thing where if you're going to run for office, you gotta roll the dice and do the work of your constituent on your break off from Congress. You got to do the work of your constituents at least 1 week. Like, if you live in the town and it's mainly fishermen jobs, guess what? And your constituents are fishermen, you need to get your butt on the boat and go fishing so you can understand what these fishermen go through. You need to actually live their house. You need to do that, what they call undercover boss thing. You actually need to live their life so you can understand. Other than that, you'll never understand. And you continue to walk around in this elitist bubble. Now, Hillary Clinton need to shut her doggone mouth, man. Because she don't know what she's talking about. She just need to be quiet, man. Stay out of this, man. Hillary Clinton.
You need to shut the fuck up. That's what I do. I would fuck up. Shut the fuck